Okay, again, this is coming from that high school exam I was telling you about, and certainly the problem's getting mixed up. I kind of look around, and I look around, not just the United States, but around the world for exam questions. Sometimes I go to Korea or I go to, maybe Taiwan or maybe England, places where I can actually get access to their exams, by the way. And this comes from Pearson. Pearson writes exams. They write them all over the world, by the way. And it's for the students in the United Kingdom, high school students, and it's an A-level exam, all right? Now, if you remember, if you're looking through my notes, by the way, you notice I've already done one question from the exam, and it's the second question on the exam, by the way. And I think it's second, maybe it's third, I can't remember, but it's one of the questions from the exam. It's a more difficult question. And it says, on a particular day, the depth of water in a river, estuary, at a specific location is modeled by the equation. And this is an equation where it's going to go up and down, all right? Now, there's going to be a maximum to it and a minimum to it, and I say its value between 0 and 7 pi. Now, I'm kind of curious why they're using 7 pi over there, but 7 pi would be, certainly more than 21. So it looks like they're modeling it based on numbers between 0 and about 23, 24. So, and it seems to make sense over here. I'm going to keep reading it. It says, D is the depth of the water in meters at time hours after midnight. And this seems to make sense of it. Midnight would be 0, and you'd move forward throughout the day. Like, for example, 1 a.m. would be 1. At 7 a.m., X would be 7. At 10 p.m., let's see, that would be 12 plus 10, which is 22. All right? So the first question they give me says, write down the depth of water at midnight. All right? Looks relatively simple to do, and I'll tell you why. X would be equal to 0. All right? That's what midnight means, by the way. So what do? The depth of the water at midnight, I'm evaluating D at 0, by the way, and I just plug it in. What are you going to get? 2 sine of, well, let's see, 0 over 3 is just 0, plus 3 cosine. Well, 0 over 3 is just 0, and then plus 6. Well, the sine of 0 is 0. The cosine of 0 is 1. And what do I get? 3 plus 6 is 9. So the answer over here is 9 meters. We're done with this one. Now, what I like about the British exams, by the way, they generally start with what I call low-hanging fruit. Right, the first question, just give a little review. The first question was this one over here, and we went through that. That was an easy question, by the way. And I got to this one over here. I'm wondering, it's a more difficult question, but part A was pretty easy, by the way. We're going to move on to part B next, and part B was more difficult. There's no doubt about it. Thank you.